Well, now, let's talk about a journey that every single person who has ever aimed for anything worthwhile in life has had to take. It's a journey that involves navigating some rough terrain, facing unexpected detours, and sometimes, yes, experiencing what we call a setback. No one, my friends, no matter how talented or fortunate, gets a smooth, straight, uninterrupted road to success. It simply doesn't exist. But here's the fascinating part, the part that truly separates those who ultimately achieve their goals from those who fall short. It's not the absence of setbacks that defines the successful individual. Oh no, setbacks are a given. They are part of the curriculum of life. The real differentiator, the genuine secret weapon, lies in how one responds to those setbacks. It lies in a particular way of thinking, a powerful internal stance that I call the resilient mindset. And today, we're going to explore how cultivating this very mindset can transform your journey from setback to success. Have you ever observed someone who seems to possess an almost uncanny ability to not just recover from life's blows, but to actually use them as fuel, as stepping stones to achieve even greater things? You might see them stumble. You might see them face disappointment. But then, almost invariably, you see them get back up, dust themselves off, perhaps with a new insight or a refined strategy, and press on with even greater determination. What is that remarkable quality they have? It's not magic. It's a resilient mindset at work. First, let's understand what a setback really is, or rather, what it isn't when viewed through the lens of this powerful mindset. A setback is not the end of the story. It's not a final judgment on your abilities or your worth. It's not a permanent roadblock. A resilient mindset sees a setback for what it truly is, a plot twist, a temporary detour, a valuable piece of feedback, an opportunity to learn and adjust. Think of it like this. If you're driving your car on a long journey to an important destination and you get a flat tire, what do? Do you abandon the car, declare the journey over, and sit by the side of the road bemoaning your fate? Of course not. That would be foolish, wouldn't it? You acknowledge the inconvenience, you get out the tools, you change the tire, or you call for assistance, and then you get back in the car and continue your journey. Perhaps a little wiser about checking your tire pressure next time. A setback in life is much like that flat tire. It's an interruption, yes. It requires attention and effort, certainly, but it doesn't have to mean the end of your trip to success. So, what are the key ingredients, the vital components of this resilient mindset that has the power to turn setbacks into stepping stones for success? One of the most crucial is the power of perspective, how you choose to look at things. When faced with adversity, the resilient mindset actively looks for the opportunity within it. It asks questions like, what can I learn from this experience? How can this challenge make me stronger or wiser or more skilled? Is there a hidden advantage here that I'm not yet seeing? It also means rigorously focusing on what you can control, your attitude, your effort, your response, rather than getting bogged down by what you cannot. That shift in focus is incredibly empowering. It's like choosing to look at the glass as not just half full, but also wondering, now, how can I intelligently go about filling it up some more? Another vital ingredient is an unwavering belief in possibility, what I call realistic optimism. This isn't about a naive Pollyanna view of the world where nothing bad ever happens. No, it's about maintaining a deep-seated faith in your ability to eventually find solutions, to make progress, to reach your goals, even when the path is difficult and the evidence in the moment might seem discouraging. It's a quiet, steady conviction that says, "This is tough, but I am tougher. This is a problem, but solutions exist, and I will find them." This kind of optimism fuels persistence when others might give up. And that brings us directly to what I often call the get up one more time philosophy, the incredible power of persistence and grit. The resilient mindset understands that success rarely, if ever, comes on the first try, or even the 10th. Setbacks are part of the dues you pay for aiming high. The road to success is paved with trial, error, and a whole lot of begin-agains. As one wise person said, failure is often the opportunity to begin again more intelligently. The resilient mindset embraces that. It doesn't see a fall as a failure, but as a reason to get up, learn, adjust, and try again, perhaps with a new approach. How many times should you get up? Just one more time, then you fall down. Then there's the learner's attitude, what some call a growth mindset. This is the belief that your abilities, your talents, your intelligence are not fixed quantities, but can be developed through dedication and hard work. When you have this mindset, a setback isn't a verdict on your inadequacy. It's a valuable opportunity to learn, to adapt, to stretch yourself, and to improve your skills or your strategy. Every master in any field was once a disaster, or at least a beginner who made plenty of mistakes. What set them apart? They learned from their setbacks. They used them as curriculum. The resilient mindset is also keenly solution-focused. When a problem arises, when a setback occurs, the temptation for many is to dwell on the problem itself, to analyze it to death, to worry about it, to complain about it. The resilient mindset, while acknowledging the problem, quickly shifts its primary focus to, okay, this has happened, now what? What's the next constructive step I can take? What are my options? What resources can I draw upon? This proactive, forward-looking approach is incredibly powerful in moving from setback to solution. And underpinning all of this is the crucial habit of taking responsibility, of refusing to adopt a victim mentality. It's easy, when things go wrong, to look for someone or something else to blame. The economy, the competition, bad luck, other people. The resilient mindset, however, encourages you to look first at what you can own, what you can influence, what you can change in your own approach or actions. This isn't about self-blame. It's about self-empowerment. When you take responsibility, you reclaim your power to act and to change your circumstances. So, how do we practically make these mindset shifts to truly turn those setbacks into stepping stones? First, learn to reframe the narrative. When a setback occurs, you have a choice in the story you tell yourself about it. Is it a story of defeat and despair? Or is it a story of a challenge faced, a lesson learned, and a future triumph being forged? Choose the empowering story. Second, diligently extract the lesson. Every setback, every failure, contains a precious seed of wisdom if you're willing to look for it. What did this experience teach you about yourself, about your approach, about the world? Don't let that valuable tuition go to waste. Third, be willing to adjust your approach. If you keep hitting the same wall, perhaps it's time to stop hitting it and look for a door, a window, or even a different wall. Resilience involves flexibility, the willingness to try a new strategy when the old one isn't working. Fourth, stay firmly connected to your why, your purpose. When you have a big enough reason, a compelling enough purpose, You can endure almost any how. You can overcome almost any setback. Your purpose is the fuel that keeps your engine running when the road gets rough. And fifth, don't forget to celebrate the small wins as you bounce back. Acknowledge your progress. Every step taken after a fall is a victory. Recognize your own strength and persistence. You see, the success that is forged in the fires of resilience, the success that comes after overcoming significant setbacks, often tastes sweeter, feels more profound, and is far more enduring, and perhaps even more valuable than the external achievement itself is the character that is developed through that journey. As I've always believed, the major reason for setting a goal is not just for its attainment, but for what it makes of you to accomplish it. And overcoming setbacks with a resilient mindset truly does make something remarkable of you. In conclusion, my friends, setbacks are not just possible, they are guaranteed on the road to any significant achievement. That's just part of life's interesting curriculum. But they do not have to be the end of your journey. Your mindset, that powerful way you choose to think and interpret the world, is the master key. It determines whether those inevitable setbacks become insurmountable roadblocks that halt your progress, or whether they become the very building blocks, the sturdy stepping stones that lead you to the success you are truly capable of. Cultivating a resilient mindset is one of the most powerful, most valuable investments you can possibly make in your future. It's an ongoing process, a daily choice. So the next time you face a setback, big or small, I want you to remember this. You have within you the power to choose your mindset. Choose resilience. Choose to learn. Choose to get back up, perhaps with a new perspective and a refined plan. And then just watch how that choice, that resilient mindset, propels you from that temporary setback towards the lasting success that has your name on it. Go for it. You have what it takes. ...